bfdi. This is a non-bfdi story, non-edited. Pretend you're an object currently competing in a new season of BFDI. Since you won the first competition in BFDI 1A style, you get to choose people for your own team. You decided to pick Taco as one of your team members. Taco. Oh, wait, thanks. Who are you, by the way? Book. I didn't know that. Book says, "Hey, Taco!" Taco winds his eyes, looking around, trying to locate his when he goes and lands in green spots. Oh, books. Well. Look what we have here. Tacos is walking over a swagger to step. So you're the one who picked me for the team, huh? I should have known to be someone with good taste. He leans closer, lowering his voice. So what is the plan? How are we going to dominate the season? What? How are we going to show these analysts how it's done? He tells the ambulance is palatable and he seems generally excited about being on your own team. Joel should be picked. When he needs starting right, when you need this. Taco needs looking around, says that nearby. His competitive spirit is honing honestly. I picked my bro Taki. We always talk always. Taco's grin widens even further and imagine Blocky. Blocky, huh? Good choice. That guy's a powerhouse. With his strength and your whatever it is you do, we're gonna be unstoppable. He puts a fist in the air. His excitement growing. This is gonna be awesome. Me, you, and Blocky against the world. We won't know what we hit him. Just then, Blocky, of course, Taco, Taco, and said, Arctic laughed and she gets his eyes cheerfully. But we're on the same team. This is gonna be so much fun. Taco looks at his teammate with a mysterious glint in his eye. Also bring Saw, Nickel, Needy. Needle says, "Don't call me Needy!" Taco's eyes light up at the suggestion. Saw, hell yeah, that guy is a genius with tools. And Needle, he got used to. Needle walks over, overhearing the last part of his crosses in his arm. Now it's eyes at Taco. I heard that, you taco head idiot. Don't call me Needy! Taco just laughs it off. Alright, or no need panties in the twist, Neil. It turns back to you and Buck. So our team is shaping up nicely. We got strength, brains, and, well, you. Bucky shook his hand. Taco back with enough force to send him stumbling before his steps. Yeah, with this team we can't lose. Spark brain, you say? Let's add GB and TB. I'll just skip this because... Great, now we got a full team of weirdos. Now what we just need. GB and TB, which will looking curious. Hey guys, GB says, waving a hat tenderly. You want us on for team? TB nods eagerly. Here is their tears flowing. Yes, we'll be loyal to you. Taco grins and claps his hands again. Welcome aboard, you two. With you guys on board, we're gonna be the strongest team in BFDI history. Buckle lets out an honorable laugh. Yeah, we got brains around and girls for just now. Oh, but then Blocky says, I need to have a conversation with you, Taco, says Blocky. Blocky turns to Taco with his massive head tight with tears. Oh, what's up, Taco? Taco looks around with the rest of the team and gestures, quiet over here. Come on, let's talk about it. As they walk away, Needle rolls his eyes. What now? Are they plotting the world domination or just figuring it out yet some of those shoulders are doing challenge? Keep quiet, feels nervous. Maybe Blocky wants a soccer slashing device. TB sniffles, wiping her tears with her sleeve, or maybe they're discussing strategy for the next competition. Meanwhile, Taka pulls Blocky aside, lowering his voice so the only big guy can hear him. He begins to looking up his scenes for the series. We need to make sure we understand. And now Blocky says, "Not Taco. I'm a bit worried they might find out," says Block. Taco waves a dismissive hand on his unusual confidence, returning, "Relax, Blocky. Relax. Even we're the strongest team here." It's closer to Blocky. His voice. Let's think about it. With your strength and my, let's call it cleverness. We can totally dominate this season. No one will suspect a thing. Blocky nods slowly, seeming to consider Taco's words. Yeah, I guess. You're right, but what about books and the others? Can we trust them? Taco scoffs. Book is our leader, dummy. Of course we can trust them, and the others are just accessories. He grins weakly. Daddy did what I told them to do, yeah. See. But just then, you know, and Blocky says, I have one thing to show you. Blocky goes near Taco and her. Taco's eyes out in the truck as Blocky plants are and on his lips. For a moment, Taco is completely frozen, his brain struggling to process what just happened. Then Blocky pulls away, and Taco's and flesh are right red. He stares at the big eye, his brother, and closing of the fish. What was that? Taco stammers, his voice barely a whisper. His usual bravado has vanished and replaced with a genius surprise and something else he can't quite. Blocky grins sheepishly, scratching on the back of his head. I wanted to show you how much I appreciate being on our team, he says with a stroke. Taco blinks rapidly, trying to regain his composure. Alright, he clears his throat and adjusts the color. Well, thanks, I guess. And that's, announcer's about to start the curse contest. It's, Taco's eyes dart towards the announcer, which is now standing on the podium to announce the challenge. He quickly glances back at Blocky with a strange mix of emotions flickering across his face. Right the contest, Taco monitors to trying to focus on the task at hand. But Blocky whispered confession echoes to his mind, making it hard to concentrate. As the announcer begins the challenge, Taco finds himself distracted by Blocky. As if he can feel the heat radiating in Big Guy's body and strangely confronting. Okay, team, Taco says, trying turning to address his teammates once the announcer mentioned speaking. He's surprised. But the voices trail off as he catches Blocky looking over his big goofy eyes of expression. Taco quickly looks away and the blush creeping up his neck. Book says, Taco, hurry up. Why are you looking at Blocky? Taco jumps at the sound of Book's voice, quickly tearing his gaze away from Blocky. Oh, nothing, just strategy. He clears his throat and turns to Facebook's trying to look at as nonchalant as possible. Anyway, the plan is simple. Blocky will use it trying to move and out. He's my brains to tell him what to do. Needle snorts from behind them, right, because your brains are so... Oh, you must... cheating. Oh, we'll follow your lead, Taco. TV sniffles and wipes her eyes. Yes, you're very smart. Taco ignores Needle's comment and focuses on the task at hand. He wants his more time turning his attention to the chat. The announcer says, okay, the first contest is the a contestant from one team to another. The last team to do that will be up for elimination. Taco's eyes widen up. You're a contestant from another team. Are you kidding me? Looks around at the other teams and mysteriously grins across the face. Well, this just got interesting. Lucky leans over, springing Taco's ear. Maybe I should. Taco shakes his head. No way. Big guy, you're too obvious. We need someone sub. Needle Taco says, nudging at his teammate with an elbow, you're gonna have to do it. Needle spins around, his eyes are narrowing. Me? Why me? You're the only one who loves making a spectacle of yourself. Because you're sneaky, Taco argues and no one will suspect. GB looks confused. GB, you need to go to the beach. That is more great. Okay, I'll pick who will eat the person. Taco turns to you, raising an eyebrow. Oh, you're gonna pick the victim? Huh? Okay, and Lucky leans into the voice rumble. And of course, his answer to I'm not kidding. And now it says Taco will Blocky because they sound weird. Taco drops me. Blocky, are you serious? The announcer voice echoes through the arena, confirming this decision. Taco looks around, seeing the other contestants stickering and snickering and pointing at them. Blocky, on the other hand, looks thrilled. He grins widely and leads down towards Taco. I see. I told you I get to someone. Taco's face turns a deep shade of red. He glances to his teammates who are watching for a mix of amusement and disbelief. Fine. Taco mutters with a gritted teeth. Remember, this is for the team. He takes a deep breath and closes his eyes before racing forward, looking like a mess George saw a big sloppy kiss that last long in this. When they finally separate, Taco is gasping for it. His face are redder than before. Announcer says, Book's team is safe, says announcer. Taco stumbles back, wiping his mouth with the back of his hand. Back of his hand. Safe. We're safe. He repeats, trying to catch his breath. Bucky let out a laugh. See, I told it would work. Needle rolls his eyes. Great. Now everyone thinks our team is a bunch of weirdos who make out for each other. Chibi goes nervously. At least we don't have to anyone else. TB sniffles, wiping away a tear. That was so embarrassing. Taco ignores their comments and looks around the other team, scrambling to complete the challenge. He crosses his arms, trying to regain his composure. Whatever, he mutters. It's just a stupid kiss. Okay, it's just a stupid. Let's just focus on the next challenge. But as he speaks, he couldn't help to glance at Lucky, who's still grinning like an idiot. At evening, Lucky sits at a near hill being chill while everybody's sleeping except for Taco. Taco paces forth, back and forth near the edge of the arena. Unable to sleep, his mind keeps on replaying the with Lucky, and he can't shake the strange feeling I left with it. He glances over the hill where Lucky is sitting with a massive forest that this big guy seemed to be calming as if his teammate was no big deal. Stupid Blockade, Tucker mutters to himself. Why did he have to be so ecstatic about it? He continues pacing and kicking up dust with his feet. He's both annoyed and something else he can't quite name. It's a confusing mix of emotions that keeps him wide awake. Finally, unable to resist any longer, Taco walks over to the hill and sits down next to Blocky. Can't you sleep? He asks gruffly. Blocky turns his head and smiles at him. Blocky says, we would be eliminated without you. Smiles and hugs Taco. Taco stiffens as Blocky wraps his massive arms around him, pulling into a tight hug. He despises the sudden feeling of affection and doesn't know how to react. Yeah, you're not so bad. Taco mutters to Blocky, just trying to sound nonchalant despite the warmth spreading around him. Blocky now chuckles and squeezes him tighter. You'd bit of a separation, Taco, and I'm the ground today was up. Taco feels himself relaxing into the hug, finding comfort in Blocky's strong embrace. He rests into his head against the big guy's shoulder, enjoying the quiet moment. You know, Taco says, we don't like that. Bad for Lucky laughs against his chest, rumbling against Sokka's ear. See, I know you like me. Ta- Taka gives a Taka gives Lucky a in the lips. Lucky's eyes widen surprise as Taka presses his lips against his. That is soft and gentle like a start on the sloppy. It was the exact one from earlier. For a moment, Lucky is completely so he gets kissed back in moments. But Lucky is grinning to ear to ear. Talking is lush. It's like, well, so, yeah, don't get used to it. This is comfort. Besides his words, he doesn't move away from Buck. Instead, he leans back against him, enjoying the closeness. Right from it, big idiot. Taco murmurs. That's all, thank you. That's, that, wait, that's all. Thank you for listening. Part 2 later.